Welcome to Parenting Roadmaps, week number 6. I'm not gonna lie, this week it's a bit of a challenge. Last week we touched on something familiar, playing pretend. This week, the vestibular system. It sounds like something you might cover in a high school biology class, but stay with me. 2 things up front. First, today I will only be introducing the vestibular system. I gave a brief introduction in a previous episode I did on playgrounds. Today I'll go a little bit more in depth, but please note that this is only a brief introduction. Second, physical therapists and occupational therapists are some of the experts on this topic and can be a great resource if this ends up being a topic you want to learn more about or if you have concerns about your child's growth and development. I'm going to break this video down into 4 parts. What is the vestibular system? Why is the vestibular system important? What activities support the development of the vestibular system? And what can I do as a parent to support the vestibular system? All right, let's waste no time and jump right in. What is the vestibular system? You're familiar with the 5 senses: taste, touch, sight, smell, and hearing. Did you know that there were a couple of more? One is the vestibular system, a system of tiny organs deep in your ear. Their job is to communicate with your brain about where your body is in space. Did you catch the title of this episode? Finding Yourself in Space. These tiny organs control your visual motor coordination and are constantly giving your brain information about how gravity is working on our bodies. Are we speeding up or are we slowing down? Which direction is our body heading? Up, down, side to side? The vestibular system is closely tied to other sensory systems. In fact, one comparison that is often made is that your vestibular system is like air traffic control. Part of the job of the vestibular system is to sort through and relay incoming information from other sensory organs and send this information to different locations in the brain for processing. Why is the vestibular system important? So, if we're talking about a system that helps us understand where we are in space, then you could probably guess some of the skills on this list. The vestibular system helps with balance, movement, coordination, posture, muscle tone, and visual tracking, just to name a few. These skills have rapid development and growth during the preschool years. Hopefully you can see that a healthy vestibular system is quite important for healthy development. When a vestibular system is not functioning well, you may see children whose vestibular system is under-responsive. When the brain isn't getting the vestibular input, these children tend to keep their bodies in motion as a way to get messages to the brain that it needs. These kids will be in constant movement and are often uncoordinated and tend to bump into objects and furniture. On the flip side, you may also find children who are overly sensitive to movement and appear fearful to be in motion. Their body movements are often described as clumsy, weak, and floppy. When someone's vestibular system is working well, the child will feel secure and confident moving and interacting in their environment. So far, I've described issues related to the physical aspects of the vestibular system. However, you need to understand, even if it's at a very basic level, that when there are issues with the vestibular system, they can have far-reaching effects in a child's developmental growth. For example, the vestibular system plays an important role in your child's ability to pay attention, control behavior, and manage impulsivity. What activities support the development of the vestibular system? Activities like jumping on trampolines, spinning, sliding, swinging are all activities that awaken the vestibular system, while other activities can help support the vestibular system's ability to calm down, slow rocking movements, relaxing breaths, and keeping the head still. What can I do as a parent? As stated earlier, the vestibular system can have far-reaching effects on your child's development and growth, and it's not one that's easy to measure and evaluate. I'd encourage you to be an observant and educated parent for 2 reasons. First, if you or someone who cares for your child has concerns regarding the development of your child's vestibular system, the more information you can provide professionals about your child's actions and behaviors, the better the evaluation the professional will be able to provide. Reason number 2, which has been the main focus of parenting roadmaps from the beginning, enhancing your day-to-day interactions with your child. Maybe you have a kid that loves the rock wall at the park, and you rarely see them hanging upside down or taking a turn on the slide. Well, next time at the park, maybe you'll be more likely to challenge them to a race down the slide or teach them how to hang safely upside down on the bars, because you'll know that these activities will support the development of their vestibular system. Speaking of playgrounds, tune in next week when we take a closer look at swings. They've been around for a very long time for some very good reasons. Have a great week, everyone, and as always, remember to enjoy the journey.